Owning a choir is one of the most exciting parts of choir leadership, but let's be honest, it can also be stressful. Choosing repertoire, planning order and flow, making sure the audience leaves thinking it was worth coming. And somewhere in the middle of that, you're supposed to make it all feel intentional. Well, if that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Welcome back to The Ambitious Choir. I'm Kev Jackson, and this podcast is for choir leaders, musical directors and committee members who care deeply about their choir and quietly believe that concerts could be more than just good enough. No longer to impress, not fancier for the sake of it, but clearer, more engaging, more memorable, more ambitious. Over the years, I've noticed something quite important. Most concerts are designed from the inside out. We pick pieces that the choir enjoys, we fill two halves and we rehearse hard. And usually the concert is fine. The music's solid, the audience claps, everyone goes home satisfied. But fine is not memorable. Fine doesn't make people lean forward in their seats, and fine doesn't make them bring friends next time. So what's the difference? Memorable concerts are designed with the audience in mind, not just the choir. Audiences don't see rehearsals. They don't feel incremental progress. They experience 2 hours in a room. And 2 hours in a room, like it or not, needs shaping. Here's the reality. The strongest concerts aren't just collections of good pieces. They feel intentional, they have momentum, they have contrast, they tell a story. When that's missing, even excellent singing can feel, well, kind of flat. And it matters beyond applause. If audiences leave feeling politely impressed, they might come back. If they leave feeling moved or surprised or energized, they'll bring someone with them next time. Return attendance also drives growth. Growth drives choir health. This isn't about dumbing down repertoire, it's about understanding the experience. Okay, so let's get practical. Here are 3 things to experiment with in your next concert. Number 1, decide the feelings first. Before you finalise the programme, ask yourself, what should this evening feel like? Should it feel uplifting or reflective or joyful or powerful? Even a single sentence can guide every decision. Second point is to be brave enough to cut songs. Now, most concerts are actually slightly too long. Energy matters more than the quantity. Finishing strong and wanting more is far better than finishing tired. And the third point is to think about the flow, not just the order. Avoid clumping together similar tempos and moods, so maybe do a fast one and then a slow one. Build that contrast in and let the first half end with purpose. And the fourth point is help the audience in. A short introduction to each piece, what to listen for, why it's included. It makes people lean forward. The connection increases the impact. Notice how none of this that we've talked about in these 4 points requires extra rehearsals. It just requires intention. Let's talk about the leadership mindset. Okay, concert design reflects your leadership confidence. If you're clear on what you want your audience to experience, decisions become much, much easier. If you're hesitant, programs feel slightly generic. Ambitious choirs think beyond the notes. They curate the experience. They craft a journey. They invite the audience to join them, but not just witness them. So your challenge. Okay, before we finish, here's a really simple challenge. Look at your next concert as if you were attending as a stranger. Would you be excited? Would it feel like a journey? Would it feel engaging? If yes, then you're designing well, and that's brilliant. But if no, then pick one small change. Trim a piece, adjust the order, or add a brief introduction. Small intentional adjustments create momentum, and it's momentum that drives the ambition. In closing, 3 key takeaways from today. Number 1, memorable concerts are designed. They're not simply assembled from existing pieces that you've got in hand. Number 2, small shifts in flow, pacing, and audience connection make a huge difference. And number 3, being ambitious is not about more pieces or complexity. It's about raising the standard of experience for your choir and for your audience. In the next episode, we'll tackle something every choir leader wrestles with: how to create a rehearsal culture people don't want to leave, and why that matters more than recruitment. Until then, lead clearly, design intentionally, and don't be afraid to be ambitious.